the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off. And you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight, don't lose it. If you gotta do it, die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go on and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the close minders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change who you were born to be. Getting back up, that's the only backup plan you need.
Welcome back, Rico Money Bags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, keep the bell notification lit. I know crypto has been scaring us to what's going on. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, man. That's how I feel, Mr. Mo. F the markets, man. XPX keeps moving, man. You know, yesterday, shout out to the XPX community pulling up really strong. Yesterday, I spent a total of 10 hours on 2 different sessions. 4.5-hour sessions in Google Meet to get ready for this month for us, man. It is kind of like F the markets. It is about XPX. We got massive utility coming out this month. A million reasons why you should be invested in the project that continues to deliver. This is our 2-year anniversary coming up, man. Most businesses don't last 6 months to a year, let alone a cryptocurrency project, organic, homegrown, right out of Web3, coming off a YouTube page, really making this happen. And it's for a reason. It's where we're providing utilities that people need day to day. So yeah, yesterday was a massive day for us. As you guys saw, I didn't stream. I spent a total of like close to 10 hours on Google Meets, but it was in different sessions. One was during the morning, and then one was later on in the afternoon. Late night, I didn't stop till like 1 o'clock in the morning, but man, we're getting it done. And I know Bitcoin's testing everybody. I know Bitcoin's slipping, but we talked about this. We talked about these kind of prices that Bitcoin can go down to when we were doing some technical analysis. But that's why I told, like, especially the XPX community, and even if you're a meme coin, like, honestly, like, you could be a meme coin. Exactly, grassroots, man. And if you're growing your community, or you're an RWA project, pushing the papers and pushing the administration side of things that you got to do, this is the time to do that stuff. And lock in, man. If you can see yourself being here for a while and doing this, just lock in. Like, this is that moment where, kind of like, head down moment, right? Ignore the noise, ignore the fudders, ignore everything, and really just stay locked in on the opportunity that we have here. And this is why I know I always come back to this, and I know people pull up for prices and people, chart this and chart that, but I want people to remember that this is a .com moment. This is what helps me ignore the FUD, ignore that Michael Saylor sold his BTC and he's being a G, to ignore, the telegrams, to ignore the X spaces that is just nothing but noise, and stay focused on building something like XPX and giving everybody that opportunity to be a part of it very, very, very early. We just crossed $381,000 in paid orders. That's not by accident. That's by pure grit by this community and this dev team that's just been grinding nonstop. And there's a reason why we're here. We're really providing real life solutions for everybody in cryptocurrency, right? So I'm going to share my screen. Those who are tuning in on Pump Fun and just learning about XPX, I am the developer of XPX, founder of XPX, call it what you want, but we're here to set the stage for all things payments when it comes to XPX, whether it's Visa cards, MasterCards, non-KYC bill payments, non-KYC gift cards, paying your water bill, your electric bill, your car loan, really giving you the power of freedom with your finances with XPX. And that's what we're going to continue to do. We've been proving to do that for, these 2 years. I think this year could be the year that we turn this into, a multi-million-dollar company, which would be pretty exciting. If not, I got stuff cooking for, Q4, Q5. I'm not playing around, fam. You guys been watching the track record for a while. I know sometimes there's a new shiny thing and everybody goes and chase it, but those shiny things fade away, don't they? What are those things looking like in your wallet right now? But what has not faded away is the commitment to developing during this .com moment that we all have an opportunity in, whether you're growing a meme coin community, whether you're being the first RWA project to really knock it out the park with real world assets, or you're realizing that whether you do this, that, or the third, that everybody's going to need payments. And we skipped all that. We say, you know what? I hope the meme coin people win. I hope the RWA people win. I hope the altcoin season people win, because at the end of the day, all roads leads to payments, and that is XPX that marks the spot, fam. Let me share my screen. I had to let you guys in because, man, I come in pumped up like this on not too much sleep, but after like, and yeah, it's not like I'm pumping the shovel or nothing like that, right? As far as like yesterday, but it does get the brain kind of like almost feeling mushy at sometimes, where you're like, all right, because then you have ideas along the way, right? So it's not just while you're developing them and testing everything and making sure everything's going to be good, but it's also the ideas that you explore while you're in those sessions, right? Me and my brother, we like to call those Einstein sessions. And Einstein sessions easily last, 4 or 5 hours, and then maybe you have a break because people got real life stuff to do, and my friend had to go take care of some IRL stuff, and then when he got back to the house, we jumped right back on and got the grinding away, not crying about Bitcoin's price, not chasing the next shiny thing that's only going to leave you holding dust anyways, but really just focus on true development for XPX, man. And we got some projects that we're going to talk about as well, like the law of attraction, which I think is pretty funny that one's doing really good. And also manifesting is another project that we've been keeping an eye on, and they've been doing fantastic. I want to give a shout out to the Teary fam, also holding it down, doing really good. And it really comes to the people. It's not only what the meme coin looks like or what the utility plays branding is all about, but also the people that have the determination to continue to push no matter what. And that is sometimes, a large portion of why you're invested into something. It's not just that the colors are cool or that the branding's on point or that the pixelation's just right, but it's the team and the community that continues to grind forward no matter what. So we got Bitcoin falling from grace 100%, man. Now at a $2.09 trillion market cap, really feeling it, and even dipping a little bit lower than there's some stuff I was looking at last night. Even dipping a little bit lower than what we even pointed out to, and that's the market that we're in. Kind of just being kind of blown away. When we come to the daily chart, Bitcoin did his dance. Let's go right into the daily chart of how you could be so patient in this market. And this is what I want people to see. Like, forget trying to make $1 million in one day. Like, forget that, right? But if you can snatch up an M regardless, then you got it, right? You actually got it. And this is what I want people to see, that although sometimes this gets redundant, this was a daily sell signal printed right here. And where I said, hey, at the very least, there's a trade right here. Your first take profit and your second take profit would be right here. Not financial advice, right? But even on a daily chart, when we had this rejection on this 200 moving average, and yeah, we still didn't get a sell signal, but I was like, hey, if this resistance that turned into support breaks through this and we lose that, can we say, and then we add a sell signal, can we say 68,000 is on the board, possibly even coming down to the lower value range? And boy, did it. And did you miss out on anything? Did you have to, you're not missing out on too much. This is the daily, this took days for this to happen, right? Once you're in it, then it feels like, oh my God, look how fast it happened, right? Because it's already the weekend again. By the way, happy Saturday to everybody. Much love and respect to everybody tuning in. I really love and appreciate everybody. If it was not for you guys, I would not be doing this, man. You guys give me that extra second wind, that extra oomph that most people can't figure out. How is this guy burning the candle on both ends and still freaking making it happen? So you know what? It looks prettier with both candles, with the candle lit on both ends. It's twice as magical. It's twice as pretty. The Mona Lisa looks more like Monica Lewinsky cigar. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, she's looking rough, man. She's looking rough. But this is why we pull up no matter what, right? And a lot of places, they only want to talk about that this is the floor, this is the floor, this is the floor, it's about to go up. Where I'm like, Mr. Mo, ten cuidado, papi, take it easy, because, we could see price come down here. And why do I do this? Not to FUD anybody's bag, but to potentially, not because I'm your financial advisor, but maybe you see a potential to put a short so that you can print some more money, so you can buy more XPX, and you can buy more Manifest, and you can buy more Teary, and you can buy more of these projects that are actually doing amazing and doing great for their communities, right? Or do nothing, right? That's your choice to come to, right? But this is why we talk about this stuff. And here, should we be super shocked that we're back where we've been before? This is why we talk about this stuff. Like I said, it gets redundant. Trust me, even when I hear myself, I'm like, golly. But you know what? When it happens, I'm like, whoo, because we were super patient. If there was ever a time that we were patient and this was getting so bullish and everybody's getting us all excited and we're like, oh, it's going good. I was like, hey, everybody, I'm letting you know, unless this happens right here, we're being stoic as ever. We're being a freaking Socrates statue right now. You know, that's just literally with a little leaf and just down there covering us up, just standing, with our hand or fist on our forehead, and it's like, bro, now we need that, and this is why we do this, right? So this is where if Bitcoin needed to make a floor, it would have to, and we're gonna go to the weekly chart to show you guys exactly why we find that this is a crucial area for Bitcoin, or otherwise, some of the people that sounded crazy, like Saphir weeks ago, and other people talking about $40,000 BTC, maybe, hey, they have some merit there. So this is where we want to get a back above this 200 moving average on BTC, because I'm zoomed in. Let me get this a little bit better so you guys can see, checking it out over there. Okay, so you got an idea of what's going on right here. This is where everything was doing super nice, 121, 120 this, a weekly chart, right? Now, granted, on the weekly chart, this looks like just a correction. Now, it is a hefty correction, and it does sting, but we do see BTC where this needs to hold on to. The problem is that it kind of already broke through this joint, right? It already, wicked down here, which we have before. I want to state that we did it right here, and we turned right back around, so there's no reason why we can't do it again. But this is where crazy people like Saphir and other people that were talking about 40-something BTC sounds realistic, because if it starts to trade underneath this and gets underneath this, little area of support, that blue line that we got right there, and we stop trading out of this range and we start trading underneath this 200 moving average, well, hey, we respect this thing where there's a clear gap right here, right? There's a volume gap right there. And that's how those things can fall and slip through there really fast and then come to where, let me clean this up, where this point is at right here. And you guys can see how this point gets kind of pulled out right there, like pulled it out. And this is where there could be a shelf where, crazy people like Saphir could be right, and it could trade into this volume gap and test us a little bit, right? Now, should you be concerned if you're in real plays? No. We're going to get cheaper prices on things. We actually got most of the floor. I think everybody in XPX should accumulate like supply control this whole section while the markets are panicking and everybody's scared. We've been building something real. We don't have to be concerned with this stuff. The minute Bitcoin people want to offer in Bitcoin, hey, hi. Hey, how you doing over there? And that's what we have is at any market condition, green or red, we are really, really relevant, and we're going to be even more relevant. Like I said, there's going to be a million reasons why you should be, tapped into XPX this coming month, this anniversary, 2-year anniversary. The dedication is so real. And, we're not going to delete our Telegram. We're not going to delete, our X account. And maybe Bitcoin does fall a little bit more. Is that the end of the world? Maybe if you don't have anything, maybe it feels like it sucks. But, if you're building something for the future and you're building for real adoption, you're building for real wealth where we can eventually just sit back. I probably wouldn't sit back and relax too much because it's just the nature of how I am. I just can't do it. But at least for like a week or two, right? Just kind of just sit back and look at it, right? So these are the prices. I'm not saying that we're going to go down here, but just like I've said, hey, if you're looking for prices that Bitcoin can go down to or go up to, these are some of the prices that we need to talk about. That's just the facts, right? And I think, being transparent with your community, with your subscribers, with your followers, whatever it might be that you have rocking with you, is super important, man. These are the people that why everything is that it works, right? So, hey, if I saw this happen, am I going to be crying? No. Is it going to suck? Yeah, because Bitcoin's down, but does it stop what I'm doing? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It just gives me another opportunity to, get some of my favorite, maybe Solana even cheaper that we're going to talk about in just a bit, to load up more on XPX, right? And that's the play right there for me, right? And yeah, there's gonna be some plays that we speculate on and some, maybe manifest holding really strong, maybe law of attraction. There's some, Teary's doing really good, holding strong even in this market. And it's proof that even with this market falling, if you got a strong community and strong team that really wanted to hold, the Teary's been holding super strong, even with Bitcoin slipping even more. So just pay attention to that. And don't only stand strong. Like I know it's like one thing to like hold down the fort during these times, but also push. Like don't be afraid to Liu Kang that thing and give it a real solid kick and push forward, because these markets will turn around back eventually, right? Let's get this out the way, clean this up a little bit. This weekly chart looks like weekly chart. Golly, but hey, it is what it is. It's something that we got to address. And if we can get back trading in this range, it would be really good for BTC. Coming back up to this price of 74,000, that's where Bitcoin would kind of start to get exciting again, because it's the same thing as before, right? Remember last time we were trading in this range, hit up there. When we finally broke through that, it's when it got bullish, right? So we're going to want the same over here where we're trading like this till we break through this so it gets bullish. And right now we're on the bearish side of things and the markets are feeling it. But I woke up pretty excited today. We got an early stream, because I got some work to do in the afternoon in about a couple hours, jumping back on a Google Meet and just honing some things in. And so I was really excited. And today I got to sneak the stream in really early because I knew the exact time that I was going to be doing the Google Meet later on. So it's like, let me knock this out now instead of just being on call to make sure that we're getting this knocked out for this. It's a pretty important month. It's our 2-year anniversary, fam. So let's push really hard and, let the markets be the markets. We've been here before. It's not nothing that you've never weathered. It's not nothing that you've never been able to handle before. Stare this thing right in the face and just keep it pushing, because if you look over here, this was 59,000, some scary prices on BTC, and we rallied right back up. So maybe this is that floor for BTC where we continue to test this 59,000 and some change and we rally back up. If not, we keep it pushing. We literally just keep it pushing. Let's go on to the next one. Appreciate you guys pulling in. If you guys got some tickers that you guys want me to check out, whether it's gold, silver, whatever it might be, anything that's in between, let me know, man. Here we go with Ethereum. When I was talking about $1,800 ETH, that didn't even sound realistic. Here we are at $1,500 ETH. Sheesh, right? I mean, $1,800 ETH sounded far away when I was talking about it. Now it's like anybody would take it, right? And the volume profile is a dynamic indicator, so it does kind of change. But it was marked where, down here was this $1,800 ETH. And now we're down here at the lower value range at 1,500, which is kind of wild. Let's go into the weekly chart and zoom out a little bit. And again, this is what I'm talking about. If you're in ETH, ETH was even lower over here. You think Vitalik sold some more today? I wouldn't doubt it. We got ETH over here at 900 and it rallied back up, came back down to 13 and some change, rallied back up. So a lot of these prices, remember, time and price like to come back and meet up. And what we're having right here is, time and price showing itself once again. So on these weekly charts, this is that crucial area that we want ETH to hold on to right here. Is that area, right? And we are trading underneath the 200. Even on the weekly, if you're patient to get in on the first break and a sell signal on the weekly, even as boring as that is, it's still a valid trade, fam. First mouse gets the squeeze, second mouse gets the cheese. It's like a valid trade, and it's still trading underneath the 200. What is it going to take? That. And that's when we're back on board. If you got nothing to do, you better find something to do, because we got some work to do on the table when it comes to these. And you can see by the overall crypto market cap down to 2.09 trillion. Forget 2.50. A lot of money is gone. So this is where your utility plays also, and your strong communities and your meme coins stand out. The real convictions stand out right now, because, who really wants it? Are you going to tuck your tail between your leg, or what are you going to do? Nah, that's not the movement. I can tell you that right now. That's not what's going to produce success in this .com moment. You got to be bold. And right now, these are some prices to be able to, you got to be bold to look at these. We're at $1,500 ETH. If we can continue and we break underneath this, this is where, hey, how low can it go? If it broke past this, there's a point where you got to even talk about, it going lower, and you got to look backwards for that. Are we going to go that low? Hopefully not. I don't think this, $200 ETH, I doubt it. But bear markets can do crazy things. But I think this could be the floor right here. Obviously, there's still this on the table, 872 coming down here, really putting the squeeze down on everybody, back to bear market prices, right? And that could happen. We're not too far away from just legit last season bear market prices. And we'll see if we break past this. I would be looking for this 872 for ETH, because not because I'm a guru, not because there's a crystal ball, but because we've been there before. All right, let's go into XRP. XRP fam, hold your breath. This weekly chart looks like whoo, But, we got a strong wick right here. Let's be a little bit positive. We got a strong wick right there. We just got to get above this again. We got to get back into this range that we were trading in and break out of that. And the markets are just not been producing that, right? So this is why a lot of this stuff, why we've been talking about this stuff for the last couple of weeks when it was not that popular. You're probably in a space listening to somebody telling you that was the floor, when I'm trying to tell you guys, like, hey, this stuff is looking like, it was going to go lower. And here we go. These are the prices we were talking about on the daily chart. This $1.11 seemed super far away when we were up here at $1.50 XRP. But when we got rejected on BTC, I said, hey, I would be looking at this. And if we broke past these, you see this support, this is where we needed to bounce right here. The minute we lost that, it puts this on the table. If not this, then that. And the minute it broke this, whichever candle you wanted to count, it's like, okay, then this is definitely on the table now. So this is why we see these prices on XRP right now at $1.09. And when I was saying $1.11, $1.10 sounded far away for XRP, but here we are. And that's where I go back to telling you that, trying to make $1 million in one day, you could forget about it. Can it happen? 100%. It could totally happen. I want it to happen for you, but you can count on things like this too. The price rejection was a trade. You're short right here, your first take profit, or placing your first trade right here as a short. Like, hey, we just lost this major support. We're probably going to go lower. I'm going to short this thing, snatch up some more gains so I could buy some more XPX. That's, as you guys can tell, I've been drenched in XPX the last couple of weeks, fam. It's, when it's these utility releases, they're major. Here goes BNB for the fam. Even with BNB a mind of his own, it did pump up, peaked over the 200 moving average at 744, but it couldn't resist what the overall market was doing, and it pulled it back. Sell signal right here. We talked about keeping an eye on the point of control at 620. It said, Rico, yeah, not only that, but we're going to come back to these previous prices. Let's remove these and show you guys why. Looking backwards, even on a high time frame, these resistance, we broke out and then fell right through. Never held right there. This is where, like, looking backwards has to have some merit. All these times that we came back over here, the minute this starts to fall apart, you got to look backwards and say, this got to be where they're going. This has got to be where they're taking it. And you have your sell signal right here where it's exactly where it's taking it. Use the volume profile, giving you an idea. But like I said before, the volume profile is dynamic, so it can change at times. So one thing that you can count on is just looking backwards and saying, hey, look at this. All these prices that were hanging out right here, the minute this thing got a sell signal, you're going to look like the next, Warren Buffett, because you're like, well, sell signal here. We're going to aim for these prices down here, and prices that seem really far away. And here it goes. You got 573 on BNB. So this is that crucial area where we've been before, where BNB has to climb back up, because we've been here before. That's the thing that you don't got to be afraid about. It's not like you can't handle this. You've been in this section before. So been there, done that type of scenario. Are you going to tuck your tail between your legs? You're scared of the market? No. Scare money don't make money. This could be the section right here, that has that had a rally here. We bounced off of this. We had a rally. We bounced off of this, had a rally. Are we going to bounce off of this again and have another rally? Don't know. but we're going to track it and see if we can get some more confirmations along the way. And the same thing goes for how it went to the downside. Coming back up to this point of control, 620 would be a nice move. Breaking above this would, coming to the point of control and breaking above it would print a buy signal. Will eventually print a buy signal for this indicator and try to push back up to the 200 moving average of $700. That's where it wants to go. Is it going to go there automatically? We'll see. I think we got some consolidation to take care of right now, which is fine. We got some cheap prices on Sol, even surprised on Sol ourselves. Price rejected right here. These resistance, right? Boom, boom, right? Price rejected, came down to the point of control, fell through this, printed a sell signal. This is on a daily chart. You're not missing out. Forget making $1 million in one day. You got your sell signal right here on a daily chart. Bam. Where can it come down to? Let's look backwards. This is my where I want my trade to go down to. So I'm placing my trade up in here. My sell signal is printed. I'm holding strong to win. So it came down right here, and your take profit would have got hit. And it actually went lower because take profit was, the lower value range of $66. So a lot of prices that we're looking at, this is why nobody can predict the prices. Prices went lower than what we said. Because after these prices got rejected, it was like, all right, well, now how low can we go? We had to look backwards. We had this section right here, right? You got your sell signal. And if it falls through this, all these previous lows being broken, boom, we're coming down here for sure. So we were trading in this range. If we would have broke out this range to the upside, right? We're stuck in this range. If we would have broke to the upside, bullish. But we broke to the downside, bearish. So if you would have broke to the upside, you would have took your long. If you would have broke to the downside, you take your short. This is what being indifferent to price gives you and puts up on the table is if it does this, then I'm going to do that. If it does that, then I'm going to do this. Where you're not being caught up by the news scaring you and this war, that war. You're just waiting for your confirmation. It's stuck in this range. If it breaks out this right here, I'm going to go long, chase it all the way to, 125 Solana. But if it breaks out of this range down to the downside, I'm going to chase it down to, $66, even lower, $61 on Solana. So cheap prices on Solana. Great time to get some Solana, especially if you're loading up on XPX. This is that area that we want to get back above. And looking on the weekly chart, is Solana's been underneath the 200 moving average. Solana was almost telling us a long time ago. If we would have just listened to Solana's weekly chart, it kind of was telling us ahead of the game from everybody because we got a sell signal up here at 122. And this was in January. So it was giving us a heads up to just play. If you were to place your short in January on Solana up here at 120 on the weekly chart, the sell signal, break of the 200, super valid. If you have the cojones to even hold it down to here, which is $21 Solana, which is super wild, that'd be crazy. That'd be a monster short. But it's something that I'm sure somebody has marked on the table. Solana coming back down to $27. You guys let me know in the chat. Can it go back down to $27? Or is this where we hold on to and get back into this range? Like I said the last couple of streams, we're in some crucial areas for the markets. That's why you better be building something. You better be having something real and tangible because I've been in bear markets. And, this is why we built this. We got something built because, the markets could slip and you're going to want to hold something real and tangible, multi-million-dollar company coming soon. So Solana right now holding it down, needs to get back into this range. If not, hey, as ugly as it might seem, we might have to put it on the table. Solana to free 99. You're crazy. You better not, man. You've been spot on lately, so you better chill out. I don't know if you need to. Hey. We got gold right here. My brother said he was going to be buying it down here. His prices start to look kind of real. It seemed pretty far away when he was talking about it, but they're looking pretty spot on because if you look at this daily chart on gold, my brother might have something. You might, this is where we start getting ready to, we're going to call it the brotherly short because, I might just place a short on the daily chart right here and, take financial advice from my brother. And if we get a sell signal, he said he was going to load up on gold again down at 3,000 and, this range down here. He said 3,500, 3,000. I was like, whoa, that seems so far away, because I had all that FOMO from gold pumping, but it could happen now. You got 3,800 right here, which there's volume here, and you got his prediction down here. If we start trading underneath here, some sell signals, bearish market, then we can go back up that way. Possibly that could happen, but short on gold, everybody? Are we shorting? We might want to listen to the crazy people. Crazy people might be right now. All right, so gold, keep an eye on it on this daily chart. If it breaks underneath this 200, I would definitely consider shorting it. Let's go to silver next. We're covering all of them. We're going to go to XPX in just a second. We got fam. It's a massive month for us. Oops, let me go back to silver. So pretty solid. Let's go right here to silver. Same thing with silver. I mean, these are some of the prices he talked about. They're looking spot on. This might be where I'm aiming. We see this area over here, this little resistance breaking out. All this. Shout out to Bloodhouse. This is all that fairy dust. Once you have that breakout, it's all filled with fairy dust, and then price has to come back and fill it up with real money. Whoop. Come back down here and fill it right back up, right? To go back up. And this is $54 silver. There is a short signal already starting right here on silver. So we might want to put a short signal on silver right now. We might want to do that. No numbers game today, bro. We'll have some more of them. Right now, just been focused on development right now. There's going to be some cool things because Pump Fund has released some new things. So we might explore some things with like people who pay a bill in XPX and post it could essentially get the bounty and probably get some of that bill paid back because Pump Fund just released bounties, which is pretty cool. And you know what? I really like Pump Fund. I don't know about you guys liking Pump Fund, but let me know if you guys like Pump Fund. But I think this is going to be the platform of platforms to some extent. It's so they just added bounties. So you go to goal right here and you guys can go do silly stuff right now. So right now, skydiving bounty work. Okay, so there's a whole token on bounty work right now. So $3,500 gold is looking real. But look at this. Right now, if somebody goes and jumps out of and skydives, let's click on it and see the details. So skydive holding a bounty work while yelling buy bounty work. So if you go jump out of a plane right now, you can make 13 Solana. Right? You can get 13 Solana right now if you jump onto on an airplane. And so I want to do some things like this as far as, because you can pick Solana or you can pick also the token as well, right? So I want to do where, if you pay a bill using, our pay portal, pay an electric bill, pay a water bill, because that's great marketing, and you document it or whatever, we can send you $100 worth of XPX, and essentially you got some of that value back of your bill, and a value that can actually grow if you hold it, right? Instead of selling it right away just to get your money, if you actually hold it, it can you paying your bill can actually can go higher. He said you're welcome. So yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So there's a lot of bounties right here. This is one that we're looking at. You got some bounties here. Trench got talent, but this one's pretty cool. Jumping out an airplane. So if you guys want to do that, jump out of an airplane and hold the sign saying bounty work and get $800. This is crypto not bringing employment? I mean, crypto is the future, man. This is employment right here, because anybody with a project can essentially just, it's sitting at 240K market cap. Not bad. So we're going to be doing some things like that coming soon, Zach. We're going to be doing some things like that. Let's check out the lives, see where we're at as far as lives. We're right here. This is us right here on the live streams. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's go back to the prices of silver. I think we could see a sell signal happening right here on silver. If it broke this 200 moving average, shorting it down here to $50, it's probably a real trade right there. Okay. Probably a solid trade. Probably a solid trade for you right there, fam. All right, let me stay locked in because we got some stuff to do. Okay. Who's been listening to the new Drake album? Let me know. Anybody listening to the new Drake album? All right, fam. Let's jump into XPX. Man, we're like the Pizza Hut or the Domino's, whichever one, Papa John's, whichever one you love, because we just continue to deliver 2 years. It's the Iceman season, bro. I think it's Iceman season. I think you got to come in with that attitude right now. I think on a 2-year anniversary, you got to deliver a utility with that Iceman energy, bro. I really think so, bro. I think that Bitcoin is slipping, the prices are falling, and you got to come in with that Iceman energy and just say, you know what? I'm gonna stay cold no matter what. I'm gonna stay cold no matter what. I'm gonna do me no matter what. XPX is a real movement, fam. We're locking it down. 381,000 in paid orders, fam. We're about to turn this thing into a real multi-million-dollar company. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to Mr. Mo, Saphir, the whole XPX community, the whole movement. TK pulling up as well. You know, having everybody that's a part of this. You know, even the people who got some bags parked and they're just chilling on the sideline. This is the time right here, man. We started this all 2 years ago. Everybody was listening. Started off on Smart DeFi, solid platform to launch on. Started honestly without Smart DeFi, the foundation wouldn't have been what it is. We got an unshakable foundation. That's what people come and go and people fought us and soft fought us. Bro, the foundation was already set when we launched on Smart DeFi. With asset backing, liquidity pool injection, staking rewards, you know, real investors. We got this locked in. So you guys can buy it on the BNB chain. You guys can buy it over here on the Solana chain. It starts with an R for Rico, right? This is this one right here. So get a bag right now. Why? Because there's going to be some more widgets added here soon. Some more widgets with an S. You know, we got something special this month. I'm working on Q4. I'm working on Q5. I'm working on more utility. I'm working on integrations for the future of everything that we do with payments and how this project can stay relevant in any market conditions because we have demand. We have utility that's in demand, and we have utility that's around the corner that's going to be really in demand. And we're going to keep growing this thing. I want you guys to be a part of this journey with me. Definitely come over here and sign up your account. This is some of the testing that I was doing yesterday. Things are working out perfect. But get your account, man. Sign up to your account. Come right here. Get your this referral thing, and start getting your referrals up. It's going to be easier. It's going to be even easier to get more and more people onboarded onto all things XPX. And we're here for the long term, fam. If you want to be a part of it, if you don't want to try to explain to your wife or your husband later on that the reason why the bear market's here and the whole bull run pass and all you did was chase casino plays, it's like, damn, explain that one. Or you can be like, hey, I'm really a part of something right here. I'm building something long term. We're on our way to turning this into a multi-million-dollar company. The guy is a spaz. He just doesn't stop, and we've been delivering utility for 2 years straight. So what's up, man? We're gonna keep doing this. And I don't want you guys to fade this. All right, let's go to our X account. We're gonna talk more things XPX. Some of the things that we got right here that's super important. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's just been rocking with us nonstop. Like I said, we got the referral thing going on right now. You get 20. The person that gets loaded on gets 5. You can do as many as you want, where eventually these things come out for free for you, right? You get your card eventually for free by how many people you referred. Get eventually, you know, XPX that you can hold that's you know, going to be worth more as all the people that you're referring. You want to do this. I'm telling you right now. You know, you're referring your people to get rugged. Like, stop doing that. You know, stop telling people to go buy the next rug. You know, get people onboarded to some real things. And this is it right here. XPX marks the spot, fam. So Need you guys all to mark your calendars. I'm going to share this in a couple chats. Actually, I'm going to share it on the Pump Fun stream, so anybody listening to this later on can pull up to this. I'm probably going to post it inside. Also, if you guys can connect your X account to your Pump Fun, and you guys can be join the XPX community on the Pump Fun site, which is pretty cool. If you guys ask me, if you guys can do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. And you guys can make posts in there as well. If you guys hold XPX, you guys can make a post. So make a bullish post up in there. But let me share this right here because it's really important. I mean, the 9th is, where these announcements really start and where we start to, turn up the heat a little bit. And XPX, the community and the telegrams, you guys are tapped in extremely close right now. This is where we push and we lead up to this. I don't care what the prices of BTC, Solana are. We don't do the tail tucked between the legs thing. We just push right now, and we send this, and we make this month really our 2-year anniversary, and we show up really strong. And honestly, it's one of the strongest utilities we're about to release. And I know the markets is the market, but you want to do some load ups like this. You want to be a spaz right now and just literally ape into can't wait till we see that 100 sold buy. And it's even easier now because Sol is so cheap that 100 sold buy would set this thing even on another wave where people would be like, we faded it. Let's go back. Let's go back and buy it because we keep fading it and they don't stop. And we're not going to stop because we're bringing, bill payments. We're bringing MasterCards, gift cards. And I really think that a lot of people are going to be impressed, especially in the community that's just been, dialed in with us, the next round of utilities that come out, because they are up there and they're premium utilities. They're not just run-of-the-mill utilities that are coming out. They're actually very premium utilities that are right around the corner. So don't miss out, fam. This is your early opportunity on a real play. Dev been pulling up strong, 2 years going, working on Q5. So 3 years going already. I'm not here right now. What you're seeing is a figment of your imagination. I'm already on 2027. We're just playing the role of 2026, but I'm already on 2027. We take XPX all the way. We turned this into a multi-million-dollar company. We established ourselves as the Mount Rushmore of one of the names and brands of payment rails, and we hold it down, fam. And we take this thing all the way to the top 100s on CMC. That's what we do. We just keep pushing to that becomes a reality. And the more companies, the more individuals that we have using our pay portal, and the more volume that we have, the more real that becomes. And I think at this possibly becoming a 7-figure company this year, I think that's proof of that. There's been people promising people for years in this space, and it's not nothing coming out, but we're actually producing this. And this year is a pretty substantial year for this project. Grassroots, homegrown, organic, and turning this thing into a multi-million-dollar company is happening right before your eyes. And I want to say thank you to all you guys and ladies and gentlemen that are part of it all around the world. You guys are absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's keep doing this. We got an exciting month. Push this thing further. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And Solana's cheaper than ever before. And let's send this. So you guys can start out by checking out getting a bag over here on the BNB chain. I'm gonna post this as well in the chat, which is the foundation of XPX. And why this has been here 2 years is because we're strong. We're really strong because of smart DeFi contracts that really helped us lay the foundation for this. We're holding strong at 155K market cap on the BNB chain. Come over here and get a bag on the Sol side. And we're at 100K market cap on the Sol side. This breakout, once we get past all this, everybody who faded will jump back in. You guys will see this. So let's keep pushing this. Let's keep going. This is that level that I really want us to get above, because once you get past this level, a lot of people that faded us, they're like, oh crap, they're just going to keep going. This little level of support right here. So over 200K market cap, that 250, people are going to go, oh, damn, I sold my XPX to go get rugged on something. All right. And a lot of that happened. I stopped checking because I've seen it so much, but a lot of these sells, you just see, some people got in early and, they bought in. Okay, cool. Hey, some people trade us. So they're trading it, they're buying it, they're selling it. But when it pumps up and we pass this, and this is no longer the floor, we can't give this person the opportunity to buy down here because we already know what's going to happen. They're a trader. So let them trade a little bit higher. There's nothing wrong with that. You make your money. Okay. Trade a little bit higher, and keep having them trade a little bit higher where we take this a lot further. At $1 million market cap, we're going to have some serious ammo to do some marketing for all the utilities that we built out and what we're going to be doing with this project. All right, let's go into some new plays. This one right here, this is Stupid Money, fam, and holding very strong, great looking chart. This is one that I saw when I was checking out the bounties and things like that, right? So checking out Stupid and just showing you some fresh launches. I know you guys like this. This is part of the space. You guys gonna have your conviction plays, and then you're gonna have your speculation plays that you're gonna try to print really fast. Because let's be honest, this space is built like this. This space is built on, you know, some of this trading that happens. So we got to keep the hot bangers. I'm giving you guys the conviction plays and some of the ones that, hey, tread lightly, but there are some chances to make money. And this is one that I saw right here. Stupid, pretty funny narrative. This is crypto. This is degenerate stuff. Stupid money. Yes, dummies. This is perfect for the space. People will ape into this because we have this type of environment right now. But this is where it's at. You know, we've been seeing lately that the $1 million market cap is obviously where there's a lot of resistance. Probably looking at this at like $1 million market cap. If not this $1 million or 500K market cap, maybe it'll fall lower. But if it broke this 1 million, this could be one of those plays, right? And it's just the new shiny thing, and people like the new shiny thing. Let's admit it, you know. And I gotta give them the new shiny thing sometimes because that's what they want. That's actually a cool avatar, putting the space thing on there. Oh, they actually are in the space. I thought that would be a cool avatar though. So they're in the space right now, but doing relatively good. Small community, looks like an early banger. How long it's going to last, we don't know. You know, maybe we can get some of the community to pull up, but it hit that 1 million. This would be that section that I would look at. Maybe even lower. 250K market cap and 100K market cap down here. See what's up. But right now, it's looking pretty good. This is just one we've seen on the radar, man. This is just one that, hey, check it out. It's Stupid Money. You guys like Stupid Money. There goes Stupid Money. All right. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to bring up Teary. I think Teary is showing strong community, strong dev team. You know, look at this. They had an all-time high, went all the way down to 15K market cap. People faded them. People said, hey, look, Teary down here. But those who loaded up on it, look at where they're at now. The red days are the bread days. That's what they say. That's what Ben Billions has been telling everybody. And anybody who's been doing that with Teary has been doing that, right? So the red days are the bread days. And here you guys go. Once it broke this 200K market cap, boom, pump. Broke 200K market cap, boom, pump. And Teary's going to go into the millions, you know. And I think people are starting to realize more and more, especially the circle that we're in. Let's be honest. We know the circles that we're in. We're not going to pretend. You guys can pretend. I'm not going to pretend. I'm good. I'm good on that. But I think that, the thing always does this. But the circles that we're in, you know, all those plays that are right around Teary is like, they're underneath Teary now. You know, and it's, don't fade Ben. Don't fade Teary. Don't fade Teary. Don't fade Nira. Don't fade Lisa. I could see this. I could see this definitely going to the millions for sure. Because as they keep pulling up to all these Fugazi plays that they're around, and people fade those, and they're like, man, these plays are just Fugazi. They're going to keep loading up on the real plays, and the real plays are going to keep making higher floors and higher floors and higher floors. And then, I think Teary's looking really good. So shout out to the Teary fam. Let them know I said what's up. If you guys got a Teary bag, let them know I said what's up. But Teary's going to the millions. They're around. I mean, everybody's going to keep connecting the dots and reading between the lines. I'm like, why are we chasing these other plays that we're pulling up to raw and uncut, buying these, you know, things that pull up? They're not even that good. The one play that's been there strong the whole time on raw and uncut has been Teary. So all the other stuff that pulls up and tries to shake a flag around, nope, it's been Teary. Man, manifest that, man. And speaking of manifestation, we're going to go right into manifest, holding still above $20 million market cap, fam. What? The power of manifestation is right there in front of your face. The markets, and this is the thing, if you got a strong community and everybody's on the same page, you can middle fingers to the market and literally hold a solid floor. And this is just pure manifesting. How do you do that? By shaking out all the Jeets and manifesting a higher floor and taking it higher, man. This one's holding strong, just like LOA, law of attraction. I'm rooting for these communities, man. I'm rooting for these communities. Check this out, man. The break of the 1 million, the break of the 15 million, the never going underneath 15 million and then going above 25 million, pumping up to 30 something million. Now just holding strong up here. Like, what's up, man? We're not, what's up? We're manifesting this thing further. Man, they got some diamond hands over there. Send this thing higher, man. Prove that manifesting is real when it comes to, everybody on the same page and pushing something, because I'm one of those people, man. XPX is a manifestation. I mean, there was people, even after XPX came to live, there was still people trying to, it's like, man, this is the movement. There is no plan B. Middle finger to a plan B. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. That's what this manifesting type of like embodiment is. It's like, I will eat, sleep, drink, everything that I want it to be until it happens. There is no plan B. That's what I'm doing. We're gonna hum this thing. I'm in a good mood, man. We got a lot of work done yesterday. 10 hours of freaking, we're there. We're freaking there. I'm in a great mood. Hopefully you guys are as well. Have a million reasons why you should very, very soon. Have a million reasons why you should very, very soon. So manifesting, looking great, man. Looking great. Anybody walking by your TV or your phone right now is like, what? You watch this guy? What is this guy doing? Is he humming on your phone right now? Is this guy doing a meditation, 432 hertz hum on you guys right now? But it's crazy, man. It's crazy because this is what produces things, man. You got to be about it. And shout out to everybody manifesting their dreams, whatever it might be. I want you guys' stuff to come true, but just know that you have to embody that thing in every way possible. And you're going to have people that are naysayers. You're going to have people right next to you that 1 minute they want you to win, the next minute they don't want you to win. Like, what the heck? What happened to that? I thought we were all wanting to win. And they don't want you to win. And then it's like, well, guess what? I never changed. I still want to win. And, you got to embody that. It's going to be tested. You got to just keep going. This is why I don't watch you in public. I wouldn't either, man. You guys got to hide somewhere and go to your closet and open up the live stream. Be like, what is he doing today? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. We're humming today. Because life is good, man. I'm willing to hum and smile and have a good day. Bitcoin slipping. Some people want you to be all, they give you that fear corn nonstop. They just want you to be panicking and stuff. And nothing comes from that, nothing comes from that. Well, if this happens and if that happens and this happens and that's going to happen, and then if that happens, then I'm really going to be in it's like, you know what? You never do anything like that. You'll never do a thing like that. Well, if this and then that, and it's like, dude, you know what? I'm going to do it. If you got something to prove, then just prove it. You got that fire, don't lose it. Don't let nobody lose it. And this is that power manifestation right here. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to XPX. Safir, love you, brother. You're a real one. Mr. Mo, you're a real one. Hopefully you guys are hiding somewhere and while we're humming on this live stream, having a great time, because, hey, we don't have to let this weigh on us. And look at these examples of, manifestation right here. What can be done, right? So I never see no rewards from the other side. If I would see a yield from it, I would do it. I'm a yield-oriented person. You guys can almost call me a little bit fugazi. Said, so you're telling me if it was the opposite and it brought a yield, you would do that? Said, yeah, that's where the yield is at. I'm a numbers person. But you know what? Good vibes is what brings the yields. Being doom and gloom all the time and being bitter, that nothing comes of that. Nothing comes of it. It's a spiral. So I like to keep my law of attraction kind of clean. Law of attraction right now in a little, retrace. Didn't go up as high as, manifesting did. But hey, it's all good. Law of attraction, get it back up there. Take a blue chew, get it higher. Right? Did I just say that? This is why I don't want you guys listening to this stuff anywhere where you guys are going to get in trouble, because we're wilding out today. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good, man. This is our 2-year anniversary, man. I want, it's our 2-year anniversary. Come on. So we got law of attraction. Another thing, how does that law of attraction work? You got to be it. Everything about it. You from the outside looking in, you got to look like a madman or a mad woman. Or like, what are you doing? Or your friends are like, why you keep going? Why don't you stop? People were fudding you. Why don't you stop? I said, cause I'm not gonna stop. This is a .com moment. This is like when the internet came out. You know how many people got yachts because of that? Me want yacht. Can me have yacht? Can Mr. Mo get yacht? Can Saphir get yacht? Me like a yacht. Right? So man, we're having a good time, man. Hopefully you guys are. I'm like I said, I come here to have a good time with you guys, talk about the good, the bad. You don't gotta, look like a doom and gloom and stuff. We already got gray hairs coming out. We don't gotta assist these things. Right? It is what it is. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Fine. Feed it some bread. Give it some bread. Carry on with your day. Right. But we can't let it get the best of us. And law of attraction, I'm rooting for you guys, just like I'm rooting for XPX and everybody out there that's, eat, sleep, drink, everything, their favorite project, whatever it might be that their conviction play is. You smart DeFi fams, you guys got the bonding curve coming live. That's, you look at the FEG team, the development team, they've been eat, sleep over 5 years now. The bonding curve coming out live soon, and that's going to be bullish. And, just stay focused on. I'm rooting for those people that are just, no matter what, even with people throwing rocks at you or whatever it might be, it's like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to do it no matter what, because 20 years from now, I don't know what the next game is going to be. Right now the game is crypto and AI. I don't know what they're going to come up with 20 years from now. And I don't want to try to figure it out when I'm 58 or when I'm 68 or when I'm 78, what the new game is. I want to get this one right here that I'm involved right now out the park, knock it out the park. So whenever they come up with the new game, I'm coasting off the money from, what we made off of sending XPX to the freaking moon. But I don't want to try to figure out what they got cooking for, 68, Rico 68, Rico 78. I don't know. I want to be on the beach with a pina colada with Saphir and Mr. Mo and Darren just hanging out. Say, man, we did it. Glad we did payments. They're still doing payments at that year. That's one thing that's always going to be around. It's been around since the beginning of time. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Payments will be forever. So law of attraction, I'm rooting for you guys. I'm going to, get some more, maybe after the Google me, I'll be able to do it. Get a little bit more swimming done, get some more, almost I'd be feeling on that exercise mode, just swimming across, getting my leg moving better, just like be feeling so determined, like almost feeling in that zone. I've been just kind of swimming and just, in between. And I just been using this, if you guys are wondering, because even when we do that, then it hurts. This bio-free stuff is amazing. It's got a green on it, so you guys can't see it really, but bio-freeze. That stuff is great. All right, fam, we're towards the end of the stream. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. We're vibing to the ice, man, and we're having a good time. So we got manifesting. We got money was another one that we're going to bring up. Let's go to money. We'll keep an eye on these plays, see if they manifest, see if they make it. I thought this one was funny. Everyone is lying to you for money. And boy, the space is filled with shenanigans. This space is filled with shenanigans. So make sure you guys find your conviction plays and don't have your money looking silly. All right. Find your manifestation plays, your LOA, your law of attraction, your XPX, whatever might be your conviction play where, you're not being duped into space by, the same stuff that we see all the time. And a lot of people are not even delivering, like look for the people that actually deliver, look for the things that have actual real communities. You guys know what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it moves like, follow that. That's the stuff, because we still got some market conditions to deal with. We still got BTC at, 60K, cheaper than what we've seen in a long time. And hey, let's just see what happens. We're along for the ride. We're along for the ride right now. But yeah, we'll wrap it up right around here, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. Saphir, you're a real one. Everybody that's pulled up, Mr. Mo, Zach Attack, yeah, Darren, you guys appreciate you guys all pulling up. The markets are testing everybody. Find your conviction plays, your meme coins that you love, your communities that you really want to rock with, that you feel like you can sleep on the bag, or that you don't have to go to sleep with one eye open because you know it's going to be there. And yeah, don't fade your convictions, man. You saw some of these plays holding strong, even with the rest of the markets being tested. Hold strong on your conviction plays. Look at Manifest holding strong chart, even the rest of the market being tested. Look at Teary holding strong. Look at XPX about to be holding strong, pushing strong in the right direction. We're almost there, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. So let's keep pushing. Let's keep grinding. Same soup, just reheated. And we keep taking this thing further, man. We keep taking this thing further. Crazy seeing these prices right now. But when things turn around, hey, this is something new that I haven't seen before. What is this? You guys know what this is? Canton CC. What is this? Canton Network. The only public blockchain with privacy that works, powered by Wall Street and trillions on chain. Huh. They're right at the top 10. They're close to top 10 already. Okay, and a little blockchain. All right. So it started last year. Okay. So it's brand new. Pretty interesting. All right, man. Just saw that. Wanted to check it out pretty quick. I do appreciate you guys all pulling up. Definitely share the Pump Fun live stream, share this live stream, engage with it, engage with it on X if you guys can. I really do appreciate it. Leave some comments underneath it, especially if you're part of XPX. People are going to be checking it out later on, watching the views or watching the video, and you guys will see more views on it. So make sure you guys engage, because this is a big month for us. 2-year anniversary, utility right around the corner. Testing working perfectly, everything going according to plan, payment complete, things are going how they're supposed to be going, as we always done. We've always delivered. We've always done that. We've always made sure to do that, right? We're always going to keep doing that, but more widgets around the corner and some more updates coming soon. Q4, Q5, still exciting for us. We're going to send this thing and take it all the way. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Follow us at XPX Token. Follow me at Rico Moneybags. Make sure you guys stay tapped into the latest and greatest. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later, fam.
So your bag's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off, and you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, 'cause if the boot do it don't fit.